Aunt Cathie.
Hit me with it.
Aunt Cathie sells NVDA. Aunt Cathie sells Shopify. Now, let me first say, don't get caught up in the headlines because I read that, like sells NVIDIA, which may not be a bad move given what we're going to talk about on Sunday, the stock split's coming up.
Yeah.
But you know what? It actually doesn't matter because she sold like 600 shares of it, 600,000 shares. Like it was, or sorry, what was it? $600,000 worth of shares.
I was going to say 600,000 shares. God damn.
Which is literally nothing as far as NVIDIA is concerned. Yeah. Now, she did sell a substantial portion of Shopify. Nonetheless, though, she had sold 24 million shares of Shopify, so maybe there's something there, but that's not what matters. What matters is that she added to Coinbase again. She's been adding, she continues to add, shows her conviction. ARK and ARKW are the two funds that she, or two ETFs that she has that they're in. She got 28,000 shares, $7 million worth of Coinbase, which is basically like when you think about how long Coinbase has been IPO'd, which has been a very short time. What has it been, like a month and a half maybe?
It's been since April, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, April 14th.
All right, so 3 months. 3 months, ARKW has, Coinbase takes up the number 8 spot. So it's already in the top 10 of their ARKW, which is big. $200 million worth of Coinbase, 4% of that portfolio, which is a lot for her ETFs. RK, she has nearly $1 billion worth of Coinbase. It's the number 7 holding, over 4% in RK. I think by the end of the year, Coinbase will take up probably the number 3 spot, top 3 in that portfolio. Just speaks to the conviction. And so when we talk about where the attention lies, when we talk about, you know, not many people are talking about crypto, it's kind of settling out, maybe leaking a little bit. I think that the attention is going to go back there. And something you talked about earlier this week, which was essentially brokerages and new accounts that had opened. And you talked about Robinhood accounts that opened and really traders, like more traders coming into the market. I think the same thing speaks true to brokerage, to Coinbase and crypto. Yeah. Those same people, I would imagine, that start a Robinhood account are the spec ones that are trying to get the big wins. Those are the same people that want to benefit off the gains of crypto. The same people talk about Reddit stocks and meme stocks are looking for that same action in Coinbase. So for that reason, I think it's time for me to consider not getting in right away, not just jumping in, but consider an entry in Coinbase, or at minimum, ARK. I really like the exposure when you look at ARK and what it has. Yeah. I really like the exposure to it.
I think that it's, I definitely like the idea of getting into ARK. Looking at Coinbase, it's done nothing but downtrend since it IPO'd, but you make a pretty compelling argument as far as, I really like the argument you made as far as people piling into Robinhood and just having their exposure to cryptocurrency. Some of you might say, well, Robinhood has exposure to cryptocurrency as well, but not to the degree that Coinbase does. You can buy pretty much whatever you want as far as cryptocurrency is concerned through Coinbase, Binance, those types of platforms. You're very limited on platforms like Robinhood unless you just want exposure to Bitcoin, in which case you wouldn't even actually own it either. It's essentially paper money. And we'll get into that conversation later, but you actually would be owning Bitcoin through Coinbase or Binance or something like that versus something like a Robinhood or even Webull for that matter. So definitely a good argument there, Fat Man Zoom, and it's interesting to see that she's been scooping this up. Now we know Aunt Cathie is not really a technician. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really pay attention to the charts. Yeah. It's more or less the fundamentals, and that's it. So her timing of the market isn't good, but her time in the market is fantastic. So keep that in mind as well. Yeah, well, let's be clear, her timing of the market isn't a factor in her decision making at all. Correct. Yeah. It's like when we have these Warren Buffett conversations, you're literally putting a comparison onto something that like you don't compare. Like that's not how, like, we can't use our tools to compare to her strategy because it literally is a zero consideration. It's not like, okay, what's our, like,
okay, let's wait till it gets to the support. That's not the conversations in ARK.
So what about you then? So how are you taking the approach to Coinbase?
I mean, I guess when I look at the chart, I don't really see it the way you do. Like, so what is that, the daily?
Yeah.
So like, let's just take out today where everything got hammered. If I was looking at this chart, not looking at today, I'm not just necessarily gonna get in now, but I actually am not that concerned about it. Like, it's relatively been sideways since its lows. So to me, I think this pullback may be a good opportunity for asymmetrical trade. The only problem is I'm just too speculative right now. So I got to clean some things up. I got to look at, okay, does Coinbase to me have higher upside than something else? I'd probably still wait till after earnings, but I think that it's presenting a great asymmetrical trade opportunity. And, you know, this with everything that we talk about speculative, just got to scale in. So I might just get a taste just to start right before earnings and maybe get that run.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait for right around earnings time to decide what I want to do. And as long as it stays above the 52-week lows, I'm not too worried about it because it seems to be, you know, kind of settling out.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like the plan, and I like the analysis you gave to Coinbase. I think there's definitely some compelling arguments and good reasons as to why you might want to own it all the way down here.